G'day guys, it's Andrew, here for another Friday night beer review. It's my second video and I'm really overwhelmed with the support that everyone gave me following my first video. All the comments and messages of support really meant a lot to me for my family and friends, and so hopefully we can keep it rolling and keep going. So this will be our second installment where I'll be reviewing Stone & Wood's annual Stone Beer, the 2020 release. But first I thought I would just include some information that I got about the hops that we used in last week's beer, the Moondog, the Pavazzows. So the hops Lotus and Cashmere, I wasn't too sure what they would bring to the beer, and I thought, I said I would look them up and say in the next video, so I thought, I better do that. Okay, so Lotus, I found, is meant to give flavours and aromas of orange, berry and tropical, so that, it's obviously going to just work perfectly in a Pavlova type beer. And the Cashmere is herbal, lemon, lime and melon, so again, it's just gonna increase that sort of citrus, the lemon, lime and things, and just add. So they could have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting and just working in conjunction with those fruits. So that's really cool here. I'm like really interested if I can ever find these hops to actually use them in a beer, because especially something that's new age, sort of comes away from those traditional sort of pine and citrus flavors that you find in your West Coast. Something with like melon and berry sort of thing, very new world. So anyway, that's those. Just wanted to get that out of the way. So that brings us to this week's beer, which is Stone & Wood's Stone Beer release for 2020. This is a beer they do annually, and it's released around winter time. It's a porter style beer that's brewed using hot rocks in the kettle rather than more modern processes with either gas or electrical burners to get their boil. So it has a historical tradition in the making, and that's a beer I love. I've had for a few years now. Berry Pub used to run a dark winter's night beer event for a few years there, and they always had this on tap, and it was great to have. So perfect for winter cold nights. This one is a little bit different. So for this year they used all Australian malts, and they used a red gum smoked malt. So that's really cool. I've never had a gum smoked malt before. I've used the Manuka from New Zealand smoked malt in a couple of my beers, which is really cool, really nice. But something Australian would be really cool to try. So I'm really excited for this one. I love my dark beers. So and I've always enjoyed this one in the past, so really keen to try it out. So just show you the label again. Apart from that little spiel that I just said, there isn't too much to the label to describe what's inside it. So the smoked malt, all Australian malt, and roasted barley, which gives coffee and dark chocolate flavors. Just the things you would expect from a porter. So this one, as I said, it's the 2020 release, 6.6% and 330 mils. So I'm going to crack it. I'm going to bring over my glass. I thought porter, just you need a mug. I don't know why, but it just seems right. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, so horns and mugs are the thing to use. Well, that's not the best glass. Well, we're just gonna go full pour. Not the best pour, but there's nothing wrong with a good bit of head, So that one. We'll get a close up. Hopefully, I've got no screen on my camera, so I actually have no feedback to what I'm showing until after. So hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. So the smell. You just those roast malts, just the first things that definitely are apparent. That kind of dark chocolate and coffee. Not burnt coffee, just like really nice, well made espresso. That kind of coffee. And maybe a hint of smokiness, but not overpowering at all. So, well, cheers guys, our second beer. That's really nice, really smooth mouthfeel. Really nice, kind of just slight bit of finish. The smokiness isn't overpowering at all. Just kind of rounds out the rest of the flavors. Things that you would expect to be there. Some smoked beers kind of just taste like smoked meat or bacon or that sort of thing, and it's not at all like that. It's just like a slight smokiness, maybe like you're having a dark beer sitting around the fire and you're drinking a dark beer and smelling the fire at the same time. It's just that kind of hint of a whisper of it, but it just sort of rounds out the chocolate and the coffee. That it just this it's just what this beer is made of, not literally, but It's everything you love in a dark beer. The porter, so it's not quite as dark or maybe as astringent as a full stout would be, even though it's still 6.6%. So the actual origin of a stout was a stout porter, so it's just a stronger porter. Now these days there is a little bit more of a distinction between them. Not just strength, but like porters are often a bit more sweeter and your stouts are a bit more astringent. So this is definitely a porter. Has that nice silky mouthfeel and just richness. I don't know what else to say. It's a great beer, perfect for winter. As I said, you could just totally picture sitting around the campfire, camping, and having a few of these. It's just warmth in a glass. That's for a beer. It's perfect. And even though it was a bit of a heavy pour, we got some nice lacing on the glass. So it's what you want to see. Keep that head going. Not that this beer will last very long anyway. So I seem to be putting it away very well. But so. Yeah, that's the Stone and Wood beer. I don't know how much more I can say about it, other than black in colour, maybe garnet edges, khaki head, great mouthfeel, chocolate, coffee, and slight wood fire aromas and tastes. And just a really smashing beer for the 2020 release. I wish I had like a bit of collection of these going. It'd be great to have like one for like every year. I've got a couple of Cooper's vintage ales that they release every year that I've kind of got a little bit of a line going. I think I've got a couple of hot dog barley wines from 16 and 17. The only 2 years I could get at the time, so it's cool to have that and see how they evolve over the years. I've only got a couple left now, which is unfortunate, so I've saved them for special occasions. But cracking beer, and definitely encourage you to check it out if you can. I had a look. It's currently sold out on their website, but a lot of craft beer bottle shops carried it. I think I got this one at Manning Street Cellars, just across the road here, and I'm sure any other good bottle shop would carry it as well. So thanks guys for my second installment. Hopefully it's not too bad, and yeah, enjoy dark beer on these cold wintry nights.